Thank you.
I've heard police work is dangerous.
It is. That's why I carry a big gun.
Aren't you afraid it might go off accidentally?
I used to have that problem.
And what did you do about it?
I just think about baseball. Hey, that's a honey of an ankle bracelet you have there.
Oh, did it slip down there again?
Yes, well, I'll go through this as fast as I can and get them back to you tomorrow, maybe.
That would be fine. But there's no rush. I mean, whenever you're through.
Well, thank you. I wish there was some way I could repay you. How about dinner? I know this little out-of-the-way place that serves great Viking food.
That's quite a tempting offer, Lieutenant. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to get my rest this evening. Tomorrow being Arbor Day and all.
Oh, of course. Well, perhaps some other time.
How about a rain check?
Well, let's just stick to dinner. Thank you for your help, Miss Spencer.
My pleasure.
Well?
Oh, Mr. Ludwig, you startled me.
Oh, I'm sorry, my dear. I just wanted to know if you got the lieutenant what he wanted.
Yes, I gave him copies of the files for Pier 32.
Good. That's good. He's an intriguing fellow, this Lieutenant Drebin, don't you think?
Well, I don't know. I've only just met him. He seems very nice.
Jane, I realize this is an unusual request. But if there is something illegal going on in this company, I need to know everything about it so we can root out any wrongdoers. That's why I want you to, well, to get to know Lieutenant Drebin a little better. Find out what he knows.
Well, Mr. Ludwig, don't you think this is best handled by the police?
But we are letting the police handle it, my dear. But this company needs to know the facts quickly before anything gets into the newspapers. Don't forget, I have a responsibility to the stockholders.
Well, if you put it that way, yes, I'll do my best.
That's better. I'm sure you will.
It was about 4 p.m. when I returned to police squad. I figured to stop by and see what the lab boys had come up with on Nordberg's jacket. The one they'd found in the docks. You can tell a lot from fiber samples if they aren't too wet. And I was hoping in this case we wouldn't come up dry.
Hey, look out!
Anybody catch the license plate? Anybody get a look at the driver? Take the names of everybody here for questioning. I gotta get inside. Hi, Ed. Ted, you got those fiber samples yet?
Shh, got some action out here.
What's up?
We're testing that new anti-graffiti wall.
Well, it looks like we've had a few customers.
Set to react when the spray hits the sensors.
You've done it again. Mazel tov.
Good work, Ted. What will you lab boys think of next?
Now that you mention it, here's something we developed only yesterday. To the casual observer, an ordinary shoe. But in actuality, makes quite a handy weapon. And everything a cop in the field would need. We call it the Swiss Army shoe.
That's great, Ted. What about the fiber sample?
Let me just show you one more thing, Frank. You see these cufflinks I'm wearing? Well, they're not just cufflinks. Each one fires a single pin-sized dart that knocks out your victim for a few minutes, but does no permanent damage. Here, let me demonstrate on Ed.
Huh? Ted! Why?
Don't worry, he'll be up and around in no time. Why don't you take a pair, Frank?
Well, actually, I could use another pair of cufflinks.
Good, I think you'll like them.
You want this, Chief?